Hi, my name is Pavlidis, and I like to collect autographs with my mother, father, sister, Nanny, Yaya, and Papu, and don't forget Papa, too.
Welcome to 5 Minutes with Dad, starring Pavlos and Angela Pavlidis, where you get to spend a few minutes with the smartest and coolest kids in the whole world, and their dad, too. And now, here are your hosts, Pavlos, Angela, and Nick Pavlidis.
Hey everybody, this is Nick Pavlidis, and thank you so much for being here for another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad. This is the podcast where you get to listen in on a little father-son or daddy-daughter time with me, my 6-year-old son Pavlos, and my 4-year-old daughter Angela. Before I play today's episode, I'm going to do a few thank yous and then mention the resource of the week. And if you haven't picked up your 5 Minutes with Dad gear yet, your shirts with our awesome flying Pavlos on them, then head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/gear and check it out. It's so cute. My favorite is the mugs, although I do like seeing the babies in the onesies. We also have maternity gear too. So if you're expecting an awesome little bundle of joy, we have a really fun shirt for you or for a gift if you're going to a baby shower or something like that. So be sure to just head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/gear to check it out. Okay. Thanks this week to Jay Willis 1, Nicholas Barrel, and James Martell for the awesome 5-star reviews on Amazon. You guys continue to help us get up the charts and to stay in the what's hot section in if I said Amazon, I got my book on my mind, in iTunes. So thanks for the reviews on iTunes, Jay, Nicholas, and James. I'm just going to read very quickly. Jay's: love the concept. This is an inspiration for me as a father of 3 to take just 5 minutes a day to connect with my kids. Such a unique and much needed podcast. I can't imagine how much your family is growing through this experience. It sure is. We had an awesome moment the other day. We told this story. If you head over to 5minuteswithdad.com/Instagram, look for the picture there with money and an envelope. And it's a really, really inspiring story where I saw 4 years of lessons that I started before the show, but really honed in on during the show about money, giving, saving, spending, and investing, and what Pavlos did as a habit when it was time for a fundraiser. It's a really touching story. So head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/Instagram and check it out. Okay, so now let's talk about the resource of the week. The resource of the week this week is a game. My kids love playing games, like not video games, although they do like that, but they love actual games, the ones that you have to open a box to get to and then put back in a box, believe it or not. And this week's resource was a really fun one we played down in Florida when we went to visit Pavlos's grandmother and my wife's grandmother and my grandmother. So we saw some greats and we saw some grandparents as well. And it's the balancing pizza pile up game. It's a really cool game where you roll the die, add pizza toppings to a wobbly pizza that the pizza man is holding. And if you are the one to make it topple, then you lose. It's a fun game. The kids love it. There's lots of laughing and lots of whoas. So if you want to head on over to Amazon to pick it up, our affiliate link is 5minuteswithdad.com/pizza. All right. Enjoy the show. Who's ready for an awesome episode of 5 Minutes with Dad?
Me!
Yes, Pavlos is excited because he gets to talk about planets.
And Earth is very small, so how can 700 people fit in it?
There are more than 700 people on Earth. How many people do you think are on Earth?
1,000.
A little bit more.
Affinity.
A little bit less.
3,000.
A little bit more.
4,000.
Getting warmer.
5,000.
A little bit warmer.
6,000.
Well, since this is 5 Minutes with Dad and not 5 years with Dad, how about I give you a hint?
What?
Because if you win 1,000 by 1,000, do you know how many guesses it would take you to get to the right number?
No.
It would get probably about 1 million. Actually, it would probably take 7 million guesses to get to the right number.
7,000,000.
7,000,000. Let's see. If I'm trying to do the math in my head, you're probably right. because there are 7.4 billion, with a B, people on Earth. Where do you think they all fit? Are you scratching your book? Or yeah, you gotta it's making noises. People are gonna hear them on the microphone.
Maybe the moon lost half of it. The moon lost half.
Half of what?
The moon.
No, well, the moon rotates around the Earth and it spins
No,
around.
look.
What? Yes, that is a picture of the moon, but it's
Half moon, so that means it lost the rest.
No, that means we can't see the rest.
Oh.
The moon doesn't lose itself. It just spins around and moves around. Sometimes we can see all of it. Sometimes we can see none of it because the clouds here on Earth too, right?
The sun is so powerful.
The sun
It's the king.
It is. Well, it's the king of our solar system, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it heats everyone up, right?
Yeah.
But if you get far away from the sun,
It cranks you.
it gets cold. Yeah, there are some planets in our solar system that you can't live on because it's too cold or because they don't have ground. It's gas. Or because of other things too,
Don't
right?
look at the sun at all.
Yeah, you don't want to look straight at the sun. You can hurt your eyes, right?
And it'll fall.
What will fall? Yeah, you'll fall? Yeah, if you're looking at the sun and walking, you might trip over something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pavlos has been getting really into planets, and he loves planets. And so 7.4 billion people on Earth, where do you think they all fit?
The moon can be half. It can be a little. It can have a curve in the middle. It can be round or it can be giant and gold.
Yes, they're all different types of moons. Pavlos, you're not even... We're doing two different shows right now, aren't we? I'm asking about people, and you're talking about the moon? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Every planet is... Guess what the biggest planet is, Dad?
Planet Hollywood.
There is no planet Hollywood.
No?
The planet is the sun!
Well, the sun's not a planet. The sun's a sun.
It's a planet.
No.
Yes.
No, the
our
sun is a
solar
star.
Mm. What
Yeah.
is the biggest?
The biggest planet? I don't know. I think it is Jupiter. What do you think?
No, Saturn.
Well, I mean, I guess if you measure from the ring to ring, it might be Saturn, huh?
Mhm.
I haven't learned about planets since I was your age, maybe a little older, maybe when I was in school. It's, that's one of the really cool things about spending time with you, Pavlos, because you're learning all sorts of cool stuff in school and outside of school. And I get to refresh my memory by reading through it again and learn new things too. How cool is that?
Whoa.
Oh, we can't hear you, buddy, unless you're talking in the microphone.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, Pavlos, and there's a difference between our solar system from when I was 6 years old, like you, and when I am 37 years old, like
1,000?
now. 1,000 what?
Are you 1,000 years old?
No, I'm not 1,000 years old.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm 37.
Your head says you're 1,000.
What about my head says I'm 1,000? Why?
Guys, you look like you're 1,000 years old.
Thanks. That's not a nice thing to say.
What?
You know how old the oldest person ever to live was?
What?
Like 120 years old.
Martin Luther King Jr.?
Not Martin Luther King Jr., but yeah, we're
He
selling.
got shot, right?
Yeah, he did get shot. Yeah. Do you want to do an episode where we talk about Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up because Martin Luther King Jr., we're recording this right around Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and we'll talk about Martin Luther King Jr., and Pavlos can tell everybody about him. Hang on one second. Pavlos, wait. Let's just finish up this episode, okay? Okay, we're back. Pavlos wanted to pause to talk about planning this show and then the next show that we're going to record. So we're going to finish up this show about planets talking about what?
Some planets?
Pavlos, what do you got, marbles in your mouth?
Yeah.
No one can hear you. What are we going to talk about?
Some planets.
Some planets. Okay. So
Some planets!
there we go. That's the Pavlos I know. Pavlos I know makes it so that way I have to turn the volume of the episode down after we record, huh?
Some planets!
Yeah, there's Goofy McGee.
Some planets!
Yes, okay, so let's talk about 3 planets. 3 things about the planets that you love. Pick one planet and one thing you love about it. Go ahead. Ceres. What's that? Is that a planet?
I don't know. I think it's a dwarf planet.
A dwarf planet? Yeah. Ceres, this book says the word dwarf means small. Dwarf planets in our solar system are smaller than the 8 big planets, and Ceres is a dwarf planet. How cool is that? Pavlos has a really cool book that we're going to talk about, and it's called, well, we're not going to talk about the whole book, but this is the book that Pavlos has been reading. It's called National Geographic, Little Kids, First Big Book of Space. If you want to get a copy of that, you can go to 5minuteswithdad.com/space, and that'll send you over through our affiliate link to Amazon to get it. How cool is the book, Pavlos?
Very cool. And did you know that Pluto is a dwarf planet and Hemera is a dwarf planet and Eris is a dwarf planet and Caris.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Caris or Ceres, but yes. So Pavlos, there's a whole map of the solar system in this book. Pavlos has loved going through this book, and it lists the dwarf planets, the rocky planets, the gas giants, and it's all around the sun. So Ceres or Caris, Pluto, Haumea.
Some planets that people live in, like some go on the orange. The dwarf planets go on the purple, and then planets where no people live on the green.
Well, did you know there's only one planet where people live? But I think what Pavlos is saying, the orange one are the rocky planets. That's the ones where people could stand if they could live there. But
Yeah.
Mercury, Venus, and Mars are the other rocky planets. And right now, the Mercury and Venus are too close to the sun. It's too hot to live there. We're further away, so we can live here. And Mars might be too far away. I don't really know. But they just found out that they think there was water on Mars at one point. So they think maybe...
No, I know why they had Mars, because the Mars has a brother.
It does?
Yes,
Where?
over here.
Oh, Uranus? Where'd you learn that?
On Miles.
On Miles from Tomorrowland?
Yeah, so Uranus shoots some of its water onto Mars.
And maybe, I don't know, you're learning more about things, but I'm not sure that's exactly how space works, but we'll learn all about it because we're just starting to explore space.
Oh, I heard that.
On Miles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just because it's on TV doesn't mean it's true. Sometimes there's different types of TV shows that say things using their imagination rather than facts. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
But Daddy.
That's something we really got to remember, right? What, honey?
They really do shoot water, because if the scientists saw that water was on Saturn once, then that means its brother shot water onto it.
Well, planets change. So sometimes planets get warmer, get colder. Sometimes they get closer to the sun, further to the sun. Well, I don't know if they turn colors, but there's a lot of stuff that Daddy doesn't know about either. We can read together. How about that? And we'll find out all about the water on Mars, all about Uranus, all about all the other planets. How about that? Cool?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I forgot which page I was.
That's okay. We can find that page. All right. Tell everybody, thank you for listening to Space Minutes with Pavlos.
Thank you for listening to Space Minutes with my nose.
Ah,
My nose always talks.
your nose always smells.
No, my nose is talking right now. No. That's what my nose just said.
So there you have it. Another episode of 5 Minutes with Dad in the books. Thanks again to everyone who's rated and reviewed us in iTunes or Stitcher. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to pick up the Balancing Pizza Pile-Up game at 5minuteswithdad.com/pizza. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad. To connect with Pavlos, Angela, and Nick, subscribe to the 5 Minutes with Dad newsletter at 5minuteswithdad.com.